Good morning, good morning. Y'all already know I'm out here working, trying to do what a TI can do, with minimal gang stalking as possible. Let me see if I can. Okay, that's better. So, yeah, I'm out here trying to do these deliveries, and every day the gang stalkers they starting to like try to fine tune their frequency attacks. So now they got it to a point where they're basically constantly right here, but it's so deep. It's like, I want to say it's like just under my Adam's apple, and they're basically trying to radiate. They're basically trying to radiate my cells so that I might probably develop throat cancer or something like that. So, it just baffles me that the FCC or the U.S. military has no idea that they're not even really a gang. Like I realize they're not even a gang, but the streets are involved though. And the crazy part is they keep telling me, "Oh, you snitching," and I'm saying, motherfucker, I never asked to be a part of none of this shit. And they're like, "Oh, this is mandatory though." How you gonna tell me someone using direct energy weapons and frequencies resonating with my body so that they can gain access to my central nervous system and my biological network, and they're basically manipulating me, torturing me just about every single day, and saying, "Oh, we doing this to him because he be talking about people." So someone gets tortured, like slowly tortured because they were talking about somebody? You telling me people in this country possess weapons that could literally kill without no trace, but there is a trace. You just need to be an expert spectrum analyzer. And then on top of that, they're basically using the free-flowing energy particles that's constantly always around us. Then they're using the energy, the electromagnetic fields that's coming from the power outlets in our homes. They're using all this. They're using energy itself against us. And because people have no real knowledge of electromagnetic fields and radiation and the fact that you can actually manipulate and ionize the energy particles that's in the air and turn it into a weapon against somebody, people don't know. So it's a lot of people out here who don't even really understand that some of the ailments that they're developing might not be natural at all. You might actually be having someone manipulate your body from a remote location and you just don't know about it. Maybe you had an argument with somebody or a fight or whatever the case may be. Maybe you was dating somebody and they mad about how it turned out, so they reported you to this so-called secret society, which is basically, I believe they're probably like a fake. I don't know. They like through the transmissions, they constantly tell me about, oh, how I'm about to get ready to go to prison. Oh, he's ready to go to prison. And I'm like, for what? For what? So I already know that they're trying to set people up. And it's crazy because it's like they're criminals trying to set up innocent people to go to jail for shit that they didn't do. And I'm like, so, and then they're like, oh, everybody in New York City know you snitching. And I'm like, well, fuck it. If that's the case, I'm not going to allow nobody to control how I live my life. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many of you it is. If I got to die swinging, I'm going to die swinging. Everybody else who condone this, they need to understand that this is human trafficking. This is the torture of innocent children, men, women, and the elderly. Because if anyone is doing any research on targeted individuals, forget about the Havana Syndrome 200 U.S. personnel that got attacked. Targeted individuals have been around for decades. And now all of a sudden, because it's happening to U.S. personnel, now we got to put some attention on it. Man, I can't wait until God go ahead and open the next seal, because when God opens that next seal, we might just say goodbye to electricity for a while. Who knows? So all I'm saying is, I'm not going to just back down because, oh, they got numbers and they got technology. Nah, I'm built different. I never been a snitch a day in my life. And all of a sudden, because the streets want me to become a police officer to work for them, all of a sudden, I'm like, hell no, I don't want to be a police officer. But they're like, but you have to. You're supposed to. And I'm like, no, I ain't supposed to do nothing but live my life the way I want to and die. So now, I guess I'm going to basically just have to die being morally right. Because I'm not going to let nobody control how I live my life. But anyway, let me go and make my last delivery. Still got to do one more route for the day. You know, gang stalkers, they everywhere. They already know where I'm at. They know what I look like. They know what time I get up. They know what time I go to sleep. They know just about as much detail as they can to just, if they was really worried about me, they would have took me out a long time ago. But like my mother said, if they was going to do it, they're going to do it. If not, go ahead and live your life, son. All right, take care, y'all.